Hello and welcome to We Love Betting. My name's Hugh Wilson. I'm a new addition to the team, a very knowledgeable team. I'm delighted to be on board. Just a little bit about myself quickly. I'm a freelance sports journalist. I've worked for the likes of the BBC and ITV, but I currently, after having done so for a number of years, freelance for Sky Sports on their Soccer Saturday show. Just a little quick personal note about who I support. I'm a Crewe fan. Always interesting with Crewe. You're always either going up or going down, so it's never a boring season. But this season, I'm going to look at single matches and single teams. The ones that I have reported on for Sky the week before. I found last season that a number of times after watching teams in person, you can tell so much more about them. And I found many angles which were very fruitful last season. So that's what I'm going to try and do. This week I'm actually at Swindon versus Scunthorpe for Sky, so that will be the preview for next week. But this week I'm going to look at Crewe and Fleetwood, as I'm a Crewe fan and I feel like I know a fair bit about the team. Crewe are favourites to go down, and it's probably a correct assumption that they may end up in the bottom four. We have lost a lot of players this summer, the likes of Chuks and Nike. He was on loan from Arsenal, but now he's gone off to play in Belgium. We've lost Matthias Pogba, Byron Moore, AJ Leach-Smith, and it looks like Max Clayton is also on the way. So it's going to be a tricky season for Crewe. Our first game is away at Fleetwood, who came up through the playoffs from League Two last season. We actually played them in the Johnson's Paint Trophy, which we were defending last season, and we lost 4-0. So I'm going on a little similar lines. My bet for this weekend will be Fleetwood to score over 1.5 goals. Now, a couple of stats for you. Last season in League One, Crewe were the highest conceders, 80 goals in their matches, which is terrible. I remember watching a number of games, and it just wasn't good to watch. Crewe have got one of their best centre-backs, Harry Davis, the son of manager Steve. He got an injury halfway through the season last season and he's still not fit. So it's going to be a tough ask without him at the centre-back. But also some big names have left, the likes of Mark Ellis, also Kelvin Meller. And we haven't hugely replaced these defenders. We brought in a goalkeeper to replace an outgoing goalkeeper, but it's looking a little bit thin at the back with a little bit of inexperience there with kids, which Crewe like to play, but sometimes it doesn't always pay off. Looking at Fleetwood, they scored 66 goals in League Two last season. That was the fourth highest scoring team behind the three sides that went up through the automatic promotion spots. As I've already mentioned, the 4-0 drumming last season when Crewe went to Highbury Stadium and Fleetwood just absolutely turned Crewe over. Considering Crewe were the defending champions as well, they did take it very seriously, but some sloppy goals on the night put pay to any chances they had of going through. So with that over 1.5 goals bet, it's a bet that actually paid off against Crewe in half their matches last season, almost half the matches, 25 of 51 games last season that they conceded 2 or more goals, which is a remarkable stat when you look at it. Fleetwood themselves, at home, 15 of their 29 games it paid out. And that's pretty impressive going. They've just today signed Adam Campbell from Newcastle and they've got quite a good strike force, and I don't expect Fleetwood to struggle in the division, and I think they'll get off to a fantastic start against Crewe. So the bet this week is Fleetwood versus Crewe. It's Fleetwood to score over 1.5 goals at a generous 10-11 with Coral. Thanks very much.